Meanwhile, in China, a new scandal has broken out. A billionaire banker has gone missing. His name is Bao Fan. Who is Bao Fan? One of China's most influential deal makers, a billionaire investment banker and a name in Chinese tech scene. Bao Fan has executed some of the biggest mergers, like that of ride-hailing apps Didi and Kuedi, and food delivery platforms Meituan and Dianping. Bao Fan created a company called China Renaissance. For the last 2 days, he hasn't shown up at his office, and his employees are unable to reach him. No one knows where he is or whether he's safe or not. There is reason to be worried. You see, Bao's company, China Renaissance, was under scrutiny. Its former president, Kong Ling, was being probed. The investigation started in the month of September, and Bao was said to be cooperating. What was this probe about? We don't have the specifics. Now, suddenly, Bao has disappeared, and his company has sent a notice to the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. It is a message to shareholders. I have that message with me. This is what it says. The company has been unable to contact Mr. Bao Fan. The board is not aware of any information that indicates that Mr. Bao's unavailability is or might be related to the business and or operations of the group, which is continuing normally. Just imagine the horror. This is a company telling a stock exchange that it has no idea where its CEO is. Their stock took a nosedive. This morning, shares dropped by 50%. The shareholders are worried, and with good reason. They fear that Xi Jinping's crackdown on billionaires has resumed. In recent years, at least 6 billionaires in China have met the same fate. Authorities have investigated them. They've faced a range of charges from corruption to tax evasion to misconduct. Big names have been targeted like this. Jack Ma is the most prominent one. In 2020, he criticized Chinese regulators, and he lost billions. He had to call off the Ant Group IPO. It led to a loss of $37 billion. Jack Ma himself went missing for 3 months. In 2015, Guo Guangchang got the same treatment. He's known as the Warren Buffett of China. Guo had vanished for several days. As it turned out, he was assisting authorities with a probe. That is the official version. What was this investigation all about? Again, Beijing shared no details. There are other names on the list, like real estate mogul Ren Ziqiang and Tomorrow Group's executive Xiao Jianhua. More recently, Beijing has expanded this crackdown to celebrities. In 2018, actress Fan Bingbing went missing. She was out of the public eye for 3 months. When she reappeared, Chinese authorities slapped a $70 million fine on her. On what grounds? Tax evasion. Even victims of sexual assault are treated in the same way, like tennis star Peng Shuai. In 2021, she wrote a 1,600-word post on Chinese social media where she revealed how she was sexually assaulted by Zhang Gaoli. Zhang Gaoli is a powerful man in China, a former vice premier and a senior politician. Do you know what happened to the tennis player? After sharing her ordeal, she went missing for weeks. She only turned up when the world built pressure on China. The United Nations had to call for proof of her well-being. Major tennis stars like Serena Williams, Naomi Osaka, and Novak Djokovic spoke out in support of her. But when Peng returned, she denied making accusations against Zhang. What about the charges of sexual assault? She denied all of them, and China conveniently buried them. The case of Bao Fan could be the latest in the series. Will he meet the same fate as other Chinese billionaires? We don't know the full story yet, but we won't be surprised if that is the case.